Alright, hello guys. Today is day 75. Good everyday topic of software engineer. Yeah, should have posted yesterday, but when I got back from the library, I was clocked out for some reason. So yeah, didn't post yesterday, but not gonna miss 2 days in a row. Yeah, nothing much has been going on. I finished the section on S3 and storing objects in S3. This lesson was particularly hard, but it was mainly because I was writing my code wrong and I had a really small bug. Dude, my server, I need to remember to kill my server. This thing's been running like all day, I think, or ever since yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, I basically had trying to get the aspect ratio of an uploaded video file before I had even, copied it to my local file system. So yeah, I was having a bug with that, but eventually figured that out. Yeah, let's get right into it. Now we're talking about streaming. Thank you for all the comments, by the way. I really appreciate it. Let me turn this up. There we go, the volume.
Is text a dying medium? Are you even a social media platform if your users aren't doom scrolling a feed of 5-second videos? The problem is, video is big. Your typical video is about 100 times larger than your typical image, give or take a lot. And images are way bigger than plain text. A picture really is worth more than 1,000 words, at least from a data perspective. So how are you able to stream hundreds of little videos every day if they take up so much data? And the answer is that you're probably not even downloading all of them. You're streaming them. And that's a big difference. See, downloading a file means asking for every last byte in the video file and not watching it until you have it all. We've all been there waiting for downloads. Streaming a file, on the other hand, means you're just asking for the next little bit of the file that you need so that you can immediately start watching it. And if you stop watching the video before you're done, you don't even use that extra bandwidth or that extra data, which is especially valuable if you're on a mobile connection. This is very important when you're trying to enslave an entire young generation into watching toilet content. These days, there's a ton of built-in technology that frankly makes streaming pretty easy for web developers. 20 years ago, getting streaming into your custom web app would have been a lot more work. And I don't mean that the technology under the hood is simple, I just mean it's a fairly well-defined problem. We stream lots of video these days, so as long as you're using the right tools, it's not rocket science to plug into your app. The most straightforward way to stream a video is probably to use a standard format like MP4 and make sure that the move atom is at the start of the file. And that really just means that you've encoded the file for streaming. And then on the client, to use the HTML5 video tag. Of course, your web server, your standard file server, needs to be smart enough to serve the MP4 file chunk by chunk. But again, if you're using a modern file server, this should just happen for you as long as the MP4 file is encoded properly. And with MP4, the reason that move atom needs to be at the beginning of the file is just because that bit of data is actually required for playback. So if it's at the back of the file, which it can be in some cases, the client won't be able to watch the video until it downloads the whole thing, which of course defeats the purpose of streaming. And of course, MP4 isn't the only file format for streaming. This isn't the only way to skin the cat. I mean, YouTube doesn't use MP4 files, and they stream a lot of video. Where MP4 really starts to fall short, at least standard, traditional, flat MP4 files, is when you want adaptive streaming. You know when you've been watching a video and the quality drops for a bit and then maybe goes back up, it gets kind of fuzzy? That's because the video quality is being adapted to your network connections. You've probably also seen where you're watching Netflix and it starts out kind of fuzzy, but then goes higher resolution over time. That's because they don't want you to have to sit and wait for a higher quality stream, so they start you with something lower, and then as you're able to download more data, you'll get higher quality video. That's what more streaming optimized standards like MPEG-Dash or HLS are for.
Interesting. That almost no one is on dial-up 250K modems. We typically don't worry about streaming smaller files like images, but giant audio files like audiobooks, especially large video files, should be streamed rather than downloaded. So once your users will start consuming the content immediately. Downloading is when you wait for the entire file to be transferred before you use it. Streaming is when you start using the file immediately while it's being transferred in the background. Okay. Our streaming video files take advantage of two things: native HTML video element streams video files by default along with service support. That's interesting. Did not know that. The range HTTP header allows the client to request specific byte ranges of file, enabling partial downloads. S3 server is supported by default. Right. or Chrome or Firefox will work. I'm not sure how other browsers. Additionally, numbers may be a bit different than mine, but should be the same ballpark. Hey, so we gotta start Tubely up again. Just get some sudo going here. Okay, open Tubely. Sure, you still got your horizontal video uploaded. If you haven't noticed, a big one, 10 minutes long. Yeah, it's still uploading. Right on the page, and click expect and go to developer tools. I think I already have, yeah, I already have disabled cache. Refresh the page. Yeah, a couple requests went through. Click on your horizontal video, which will add the video element to the page and request a file. You should instantly seek the request. Yes, these 206. Oh yeah, it's partial content. Interesting. Doria. 206 SASCO means partial content. That's because the browser is smart enough to realize you should not download the entire 100 megabyte file or try to play it. It's downloading enough to start playing the MP4 file. The network tab still open, click the play on the video element. You should start playing immediately and likely fire out another partial content request to keep downloading more of the content in the background. Yeah, there's another request. Oh, I didn't see any other requests, but I'm assuming when this lighter gray bar moves, that's when another request is made. Maybe not necessarily, but yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's pretty cool. Go on size of all 3 HTTP requests. Just a small part of all the data contained in the video. So the 3 requests for the video, let's break yours down. First one is get request for the video file. Range header include this is. I shouldn't have closed the tab. Damn it. Alright. Range headers included. Oh yeah, here's the range. And the bytes from 0 to end the file, all of them. Response is 206, has a few headers, content length, content range. In other words, the entire file is about whatever number of bytes that is, or about 148 megabytes. Response return the full range. Wait, what? Why is this the size response only? The size of the response. only 0.002. Browser starts downloading the response once it's had enough. This browser should get just enough of the file to get started. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a smaller size response in comparison to what was tentatively requested was with the entire range. The browser stops downloading the response. Was that enough? This browser should get just enough of the file. Okay. Certain request is another GET request. The same URL, but this time the browser specifying a more specific range of bytes. Oh yeah. This one is another 206 with just a couple of megabytes in the body. And these headers. Browser is downloading just the end of the file now. Interesting. Yeah, it's right near the end of the file. This is a get to same URL. Assigned the range 32768. In other words, it's getting a bit more from the start. All right. What's the deal? Why not just start from the beginning? Let's shipping the back file. Or just MP4, the MOV atom, which contains the metadata. Oh, it's at the end. Okay. A client needs the metadata before we can start playing the video. So the browser's currently poking around using the range request to get that metadata data as quickly as it can. Speed this request by pre-processing the video to have faster encoding by moving the move atom to the start. So instead of having it at the end of the file, we're going to move it to the beginning. Peg is installed, I already have it. Create a new function called process video for fast start. Takes a file path as input and creates and returns a new path to a file with fast start encoding. Okay, where should I put that? I have not committed in a long time. S3 and object storage, I'll say that. Not that I care about this project, but oh, it's already. Oh, no, this is just a struct. Let's just put in the upload video handler. Function process video for fast starts. File path string. Turn the string and an error. It's going to create and return a new path to a file with a faster encoding. To create a new string for the output file path, I just appended processing the input file, which should be the path to the temp file on the disk. So we're going to just do path. What? Actually, we don't want to do that because it's going to add a backslash. We don't want a backslash. I'm just going to say new file path. New file path. Where the hell is my LSP? I don't know exactly what's going on here. Processing. AS. Oh, I didn't add a comma. That's why. Everything's. Oh, didn't put in quotes either. Someone doesn't know how to write Go. Create a new exec command using exec command. Command is fmpeg. Arguments are -I. Input -C. And the input file path, which is input, not the output. What? Oh. Sorry guys, I'm still getting used to Vim in general. C, copy. -MOV flags. Fast start. -F. At this point, I'm just going to, what the hell? Okay, that's wrong. We be vibing in the tower, all day and night. All the way tower, everywhere your life. Be vibing in the tower. What else in your life? Yeah, hammer and slow. And it go. Vibing in the tower. Vibe all day and night. What I feel like. Be vibing in the tower. There was this command run only returns the exit status to the from command run. That's where the error is right here. So I need to get the standard error from it. So that I get actual error messages and I don't lose my mind like I did last night when I can't find out why things are breaking. love to you after I finish this prompt. The command, return the output file path. After I finish this prompt. Function was unused. Okay. Update handle of the video to create a processed version of the video. Upload the processed video to S3 and discard the original. So the file path we're passing in needs to be the temp file. So yeah, somewhere around here. Sorry about that. I hit my arm of the table. Trying to think of the best way. I think right here, right after we make the temp file. Then we just do process video for start. The f.name, which is the path. And so we have the output file path. But not the so we're returning after we do this, returning the temp file path for stop processing. Yeah, I think this asset path thing is still fine because that's just going to be where the directory string in S3 is pointing to. This body is what we need to change. Oh, processed video path. That's something missing. Oh, an error. syntax. Okay. No QA first. So we have the path, but we don't have the actual file. Because, yeah, we need to get the file from the path. I'm flying. Nothing wrong. Okay. You say process video or not? It's passing process video path. Shipping straight to Brown. Where's the boss? Just in the boss. You deploy let the rhythm fly. Ain't nothing wrong. Ship it straight to Brown. And that's the video we want to pass to here. That should still be in, yeah. Okay. Delete all your other videos from your Tuli account. We won't need them. So I need to restart the server again. Well, like break actually now that I've added the changes. Hey, it did not break, so delete this. Delete. Feels like it's decayed. Create a new video called Boost Horizontal Fast Start with any old description. Upload the horizontal video. From the Pixel King, ending a line for every whim. Unseen hero, the endless night. Void radio. Did it break? Why is this taking so long? Oh, it did work. No errors. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the recent one. This is the old one. God devours in the town on the power. God devours. Same thing. Network tab. Disable cache. Refresh the page. Okay, 2 requests remain. I'm still seeing. You'll output the body of the last get requested terminal as a binary file, so it would be too gross. So I do have the one here that is at the start. We have another one that's like partial. Not sure how or why that's even happening. Is said to discard the original. Thought we were already doing that when we defer here. I was like, sure. But I'm pretty sure that the way I have it right now will actually pass the test. So I'm going to run it. 206 is a contain move. It does not. It does come back as a 206, though. Oh. Maybe it's there, but I can't see in the console. Whatever. Let's see what I'm missing here, because I'm still having 2 requests happening. I don't know why. Okay, are you using the helper function? Yeah, same as I'm doing here. Oh, I didn't even close the file that I opened. I'm not sure if that's the reason a request is happening. Doesn't make any sense. They're checking to make sure that was actually created. Interesting. I didn't really say to do that, but hey, I guess let's retry this. I don't know why closing the file would change anything. Yeah, I still get 2 requests. Yeah, I honestly don't know why this could be happening. Yeah, maybe I'll look at this in the next video. I do have to get ready because I have my ring ceremony today. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video.